Welcome back to my second class for Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Studio. So in this, in the previous class, we talked about this administration. So this was the administration we taught. We'll go through this one by one, and each topics actually. So project, here you can project import, if you do some experiments you can put it into project. Let's create one project. I've not used that one, but we'll just we'll just use this one. I've not used this actually, to be honest. You can create this project and you can add assets, just like data sets. You want to add experiments. There is no experiment because we didn't add any experiments. Oh, this is a good thing actually. So once you perform experiments, we'll go to this project back again later, because once you add this experiment, this will be there in the experiment and you can add to your project. So that shows that we'll have access to your colleagues or the users who have this access. Okay, modules, if you have any modules, notebooks and training modules, transforms. Oh yeah, I had this automobile transformation. So at this point of time we have nothing, so I'll just close this one. And this was about project. Okay, so we just named this project as Udemy, and the content is empty. Okay, that's fine. You can create probably one more project. I don't think so. You can create. Oh yeah, you can create one more and go here and you can create. This is the option here, new, and you can create another project. So project, why this is useful, right? The reason of having this project to put in one place, right? Since we didn't create experiments yet, we'll go through it actually. We'll go through it and actually go. I wanted to give also little bit information, since ETL. So I'm not an ETL guy, to be honest. I'm an ETL tester, but I know the workflows in Informatica, so it's similar to that. If you know that one, then this will be a piece of cake. But you don't have to know it. I'll explain you. So, so that's this is similar based on that. You can perform lot of transformations, lot of arithmetic calculations like subtraction, multiplication, round, float, and all those things. We can do a lot of things without using code. We are not using any code, but you're using a flow chart. We'll be using flow chart here, and we will run that flow chart and see how it performs. So we'll go to that actually. So let's go to next experiments here. You can create an experiment here. Go ahead and you can create. We'll go to this experiment tutorial actually for you to understand, and we'll select few of these and see this. Two of them we'll see here. There's a lot of examples actually. Neural networks, you can do this for the neural networks, but for us, we can open Studio and see that how this thing works. But for now we'll just stick to tutorial. We will have this tutorial in the next class probably, because in this class I'll be explaining you. So various modules, you want to go understand this model, various modules, right? So just directly jumping into experiments and just creating it will, I mean, for some people it's okay. For some people they'll give me a negative remark, so I don't want remarks. So I want to be as detailed as possible, so that you would be understanding more. You have some samples. This is let's see this. This is similar sample, not similar. I don't think so. This is different from this sample actually, right? Yeah, this is a data set, to be honest. You see this sample, it's anomaly, create detection. You have the sample and you can add it. You can add it to your experiments if you want to see, and manipulate it, and you can have it to for your own reason. You can manipulate this, but before going to the samples, before doing that, first we need to try to understand what we're trying to do right here, right? First, trying to before going to the sample, we have to create our own thing, right? Then what you can do is, based on that sample, you can create your own method or own algorithm. How do you do that? You can edit it and make sure how do you want the data to be shown, how the graph should look like, so all those things you can see that. Okay, I'll be a little bit looking into documentation here. I'll be going to the documentation, don't mind it, because not that I don't know, but I might make some mistakes, so probably I'll be looking into this documentation a little bit. But thing is, the point is, the second predictive model actually it's working, but probably because of the internet is slow, or probably it's taking too much time, so we are not going to the second tutorial actually. We'll be using some sample and doing work. So any experiments what you have done will show up here, so we'll go through this. It's right now it's empty, so don't worry about it. We'll fill it up with probably 1, 2 or 3, or we can go till 4 if we have more time, but we'll just keep it short and sweet. So so let's go to the web services. So here's the thing, once you have created your experiment, you can deploy to Azure web services. So we will also go through this. Right now this is empty because we have not done it. You can go here and click on this. We'll go to this experiment tutorial actually to make you understand. Not that you cannot do it, but we will see step by step procedure so that we can create our own in the next process, right? So in the notebooks, let's go to the notebook section. You can create your own notebook. So this notebooks is actually for coding. We at this time, like, I'm not really into we are not going into this coding at this point of time. So this notebook is for, if you have this Python, if you are working on Python, use this notebook to code it and run the code. Okay, R code book, you want notebook for the R, so that if you have this R code, use that R code and run it probably. And then you have tutorial. Either this walkthrough. No, I've not used this. Probably you can use this, or we can do this one. So but we'll go through this, probably if we have more time, we'll go through this. But I guess they need this coding. Unfortunately we don't have the same coding. So this is what the notebook is all about. So this you can use for Python 3, Python 2, R. This is coding. If you know this coding, you can use this, right? See this logo here? That means it uses that language to implement that code. Right now we are not working on this one, so right now it's empty. Sorry about that. Let's go to the data sets. Data sets here. Okay, good. Here you can create your own data set, right? So let's say one data set will be most probably will be in CSV file, .csv file. Let's find out. I have this one data set actually. Let me show you. Which I'll not be using. That, take it as a homework. Try to do that as a homework. Go ahead, and here you see this healthcare.data. This you can use it and upload it. Okay, and once you see here, if you select this option, is it .csv or .tsv, .txt, they also accept text. That's great. That's .zip file. Oh, we don't use zip. That would be more complex. No, it will zip file contain, that should at least contain .csv file. So R object or workspace .r data. So this is basically data. So if you have data, you can use it or use it from sample. You have this lot of samples here. should we try this? Well, I think we'll be using this and not this, but um, we will be actually using this data set from the sample itself, but not from here, but we'll be using it differently. So okay, so that's about the data set. And this, so everything is empty right now at this point of time. Everything is empty, right? So here train module, you can have this train module. Once you have trained a model, you'll see it how you train it, okay, and based on that you save it. So once you save it, this will get to add here, and you can add to that project. So this is disabled because there's nothing here. So this is pretty much about description about these modules in this. So that's pretty much about this one. We will go in the next class. We will have this in an option that probably might not take too much time, but we will create our first algorithm, not algorithm actually. We'll create an experiment tutorial, and then in the next class we will be creating our own algorithm for predicting data and train. We will train using linear regression method. There is a lot of methods. Actually, it's not showing up here. I would have explained that in detail, but we would probably I'll show up in the next. But this is pretty much, this is all empty at this point of time, because we have not done yet anything at this point of time. We have just created a project, that's all. But we will be moving on. But just click on this and we will create, it's not project actually, we'll start an experiment from the next class. So that's pretty much about these modules. This is just the modules explanation. What are the various modules, what's the use of this. I wanted to explain actually the functions and mathematical operations what you can use, but we will, we don't just directly jump into it, so this should be short. For now it's I think for now this should be good. We'll stop right here, and we will go into one sample tutorial. It is an automated tutorial to show you how to move into it and how to do that. Okay, so that's pretty much. I'll see you in the next class. I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.